Hello? Oop, I fucked it up. Go to the right camera. This music's kind of fun. What's up? Hey, Mr. Oddities. Hey, Corsair. I always have to ask, how's the music? I hope you can hear the music. It's actually pretty fun. Hey, Lazy Engineer. What's up? Happy Thursday. I didn't add a... It's fine. I'll do it after. I'll add a Discord link for people if they want to come to the Discord. Happy Thursday. Yo, what's up, Land Down Punder? Music seems good? Okay. I wonder if I'll actually do a workout today. We'll see. Okay, also, I don't know if anybody cares, but I had a pimple here last week, and then I had laser hair removal, like right on Friday, and the pimple just it's having a bad time, okay? So just ignore it. It's there. It's fine. But I really, normally I wouldn't try to put makeup on top of it, but I really want to play with makeup today. Sometimes I'm just in a play with makeup mood. JD Gaines has been getting more into playing with makeup, and I just really wanted to play with some makeup, and I watched some makeup tutorials, and I want to try some new techniques or whatever, so it is what it is. It's fine. It's really not. It chose violence, bro. Hate to see it. Happy Thursday, Derek. How are you? Welcome in. It's a relaxing day. You just playing some Stardew? Hell yeah. Do you have the day off? That's awesome. I am working overtime this weekend. Oh, what's up, Lou? I'll also put it in the Discord later. What's up, Acro? What's up, Zezel? How y'all doing? I'm gonna switch my streaming day starting next week. I'm gonna stream on Tuesday, and I'm gonna try to upload a video on Thursday. So Joey might have a group of people to play Magic the Gathering, and they might be gathering on Tuesdays, so it just would like makes a little bit more sense for me to stream on Tuesday if that's gonna be the thing. But also uploading videos on Thursday gives me more time to edit. Like if I'm doing most of the filming on the weekend, gives me more chance to edit. Playing some Mario Kart, that sounds fun. So you had a couple months off, fully off? I didn't realize you had fully off. That's cool. Sounds like, it's funny that do you consider yourself a farmer? You're like a farmer IRL, and then you're playing Stardew Valley, which also involves farming? Sounds like a good plan. Hell yeah, thanks. So it's gonna be same time, 4 p.m. Eastern, but unless something comes up, we're switching to Tuesdays. So, seems good. It's really nice. You definitely are a farmer. Okay. I don't think I've ever heard you specifically say, I am a farmer. I feel like it's always like, oh, I grow vegetables. So I wasn't sure. Seen truckers who in their spare time play Truck Simulator with a full ass rig. What the fuck? Oh my, in Japan, in some of the arcades, they have like a train driving simulator that's like a full-on room almost. It's not that big, but it's like this. It's like a whole room you get into and you simulate driving the trains in Japan. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, they also have the ones that's like a pod for like being in a Gundam, but the train one was also funny. Wish you got the same satisfaction out of cleaning my real house. Oh my god, that's such a... No, I mean, it's not really a call-out post, but I feel that. That's why I kind of like stopped playing those types of games. Because I used to play What's up, Owen? How you doing? I used to play House Simulator, or House Flipper, that's what it was. House Flipper. I used to play House Flipper, and then I was like, why am I spending so much time playing House Flipper when I need to do stuff around the house? There's more than just farming in Stardew. You spend more time on the animals. Oh, gotcha. And mining than farming. Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. Ooh, my legs are kind of sore. I'm feeling really thickums right now. I kind of like... I don't know. I don't want to say I'm having like a bad mental health time right now, because it's not really bad. Like I'm not really feeling some type of way, but maybe I'm a little overwhelmed. What's up, RKO? Oh shit, it's RKO. Maybe I'm feeling like a little overwhelmed, so I stopped tracking my calories. I'm kind of just like eating whatever. I think my weight's going up a tiny bit. I'm still like logging my weight, but I'm just like, I'm not really tracking my calories. I fell off of that. Yeah. I'm doing okay. I'm okay. Remember playing Pressure Washer Simulator? I thought, wait, I have a garden, I should pressure wash it. I feel like as somebody that has pressure washed in person before IRL, it's not really as satisfying. It's honestly just mostly messy and wet. So yeah. But also, I mean, I'm not tracking, so I am like, the weight is creeping, but I do plan to do it's not called the Zen Bro, it's called the Ape Classic, right? Let me double check. I don't want to get it wrong. Oh my god, it's so hard to find. Can't find anything. And why can't I find it? The Ape Classic. Okay, there it is. I gotta look up aesthetic. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the 2024 Ape Classic. And the 15-week sign up, no, 20-week. Let me make sure. The 20-week sign up is in April. I'm probably gonna do my best to try to like check in on all 3 and just see where it goes with it. But I am planning to do it this time, even though I'm not super confident about actually making any kind of transformation. I don't know. I've been struggling with tracking my food lately. You're gonna do a 20-week bulk, bruh. I've been struggling with macro tracking, which is fine. It's not something that's totally necessary. It's just like a personal goal thing. I'm not at my ideal body shape. Some cat gave birth at 4 to 4 really pretty kitties outside your building and then ran away and they left it behind? Oh no. Lou about to become the real Majin Buu, bruh. Photoshop it. Pink and everything, you should Photoshop it. Now you gotta take care of them. I feel like maybe the mom will come back if you don't touch them, but I think you already touched them. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta just let nature take its course, bro. I hate to say it, but what are you gonna do with 4 cats? My chest is super sore. I'm telling you. Like the only thing that I can reliably work out is my chest. Everything else doesn't feel like I'm actually doing anything. The mom has been AFK for 5 hours. What the fuck? What are you gonna do with them, bro? You can't just take 4 cats. You're gonna do the 20 weeks, but you're gonna start sooner cause health. Wait, so are you bulking or cutting? For real? Okay, cutting for real, okay. 290, but you're like a big guy. Spoke to a vet clinic guy, he said to bring them in for a checkup tomorrow and he'll get them adopted. Okay, that's good. Okay. I was about to say, how can you just have fucking 4 cats when you have like a full ass job that makes you go in? What's up, Urban Prince? Welcome back. Loop bulking at 200. I think 200 is a little much. 200 is a little much. How is this Electro house? I feel like, okay. Yeah, it's got a lot of twang on it. Glad you spotted the kitties outside before some stray dogs or a rat found them. Bruh, that got dark. I don't know what I was gonna say. I think I'm a gluttonous person. I'm like very hedonistic. I'm a hedonistic person, especially when it comes to food nowadays. I didn't used to be like this. You know, I'm gonna put my mom on blast a little bit because she doesn't watch my stuff. I think my parents on purpose don't watch my stuff because, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna put my mom on blast. She's not the best cook. Some of the stuff she makes I really like, but a lot of her food is like really bland. And yeah, I think that after I moved out and started eating like really good food, I've become a much more food-oriented person. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think that part of the reason, I mean, I love my mom. What's up, Jerica? We don't have conflict. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do any working out today, because usually we just end up chatting. There's no conflict with my mom. I mean, there's no conflict with my parents in general nowadays. I mean, we had a couple like rough patches. Hey, Mopar. But nowadays, it's totally chill. But we just don't like connect very much. And part of the reason is that my mom was older when she had kids. I mean, back in the day, it was like she was much older than probably a lot of other people. I think she was in her 30s, which was like older at that time. So I think my mom is more of an old soul and then also had kids at an older age. And I am also kind of like stuck pretending that I'm younger than I am. Because I mean, I am in my mid-30s, but I probably don't live like a typical person in their mid-30s. You know, Joey and I live more like, you know, we live that dink life, okay? Double income, no kids. And yeah, it's just, we just don't have like a much to connect on. Oh, yike. Yeah, that's bad as fuck. You feel that? Food is also lit. Yeah, I mean, food is also good. You out here traveling a lot and doing hobbies. I know, bro, you have so many cool hobbies. Playing video games, you're doing latex stuff, you're doing cosplay stuff, doing photo shoots, you're making your music videos and things like that. Yeah. I don't travel a lot, but when I do travel, I really travel. No, I really don't want more cats. It's a struggle. It's a struggle in this household with the cats. I love the cats. The cats are a struggle sometimes. I wouldn't mock you if you posted something. I wouldn't mock you if you posted something. Nah, bruh, they don't need it. Nah, they'd probably like throw a hissy fit. They don't need it. I don't need it. 2 is our limit. Look, we know our limits, right? We know our limits. 2 cats at a time is our limit. We're not gonna bring it into existence, right? But if there was an instance where we only had 1 cat, we would then get 2 more cats to keep the 2 cat rule, but try to like, you know, we don't want it to be staggered. But we know our limits, right? We're not like, as much as I would like to be a crazy cat lady, I can't live that life. It's too much responsibility. And I feel like, okay, I think I need to like, you can't do pets, too much responsibility. I do like to have pets. And they certainly are not as much responsibility as kids, but they are an amount of responsibility. But I can totally understand people not wanting to have the responsibility of pets. I certainly cannot take the responsibility of a dog. Cat is good. Cat is a good place for us, but dog is not. Dog is too much. But yeah, it's someday I will post a video about what I actually eat. And Sweet Lou, you will see that social media is a lie and that I actually eat really terribly. So if you literally have newborn kittens, I have no idea. I have never had newborn kittens. Like, they should be in the care of their mother. They probably only drink cat milk, right? You can't give them real food. Our cats eat cat food. Yeah, 6 cats is too much. Honestly, you should probably call that vet and ask them. What's up, Celty? How you doing? So good to see you at the Arnold. Sounds like it's time to change the name. Terrell, he and Tim to eat it. I'm telling you guys, you might think that I know what I do know what I'm doing, but I don't actually do what's best. Yeah. Well, the thing is that RKO is in a situation where a mother cat gave birth and then abandoned the kittens. So he's not really sure what to do, but is hopefully going to take them to a vet to get them taken care of. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very introverted and I don't really like to do stuff. So it's nothing on you. It was cool meeting up with everybody when we did, but I'm a independent lady that just fucks off. Yeah, the vet will take care of him, yeah. Oh, he's gonna help you get adopted, but he's not gonna help you take care of him? I don't know then, bruh. Yeah, for sure. Feel like I have time when I slim up and eat right, and the rest of the time I'm doing maintenance, enjoying myself. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I am right now. But the creep is happening, which I'm not super happy about, but you know, it's fine. I'm feeling good. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you, bruh. Like, that's a bad situation to be in, that you have to take care of these kittens, because I don't think it's going to be a good time. And I think it's going to take a lot of time and attention. Because, like, a mother cat should be taking care of their kittens, like, 24/7. They should be getting a lot of food and attention. And that's not something that you can do for them. Man, this new Twitch format sure is weird. Yeah, bruh. Welcome in, Calico Kid. Good to see ya. Ooh, my chesticles. Maybe I should have, like, made a thing to put on Twitch that says, like, I'm not on Twitch anymore. Thank you, Dion. Is that you, Kill Dion? Or is that a different Dion? I can't tell. Is that you? Gotcha. Oh, it is you. Okay. Cool. How's your life existing outside of social media except for Twitch? Which I feel like is a lot of people, actually. Aw, man. This one's super trashed. Feels bad. Rip. That's definitely... That one's gonna have to go. Rip. Hate to see it. You miss me on Twitch? I mean, I should be a better chatter. I still watch Twitch, but it's like a selective amount. Yeah, it's fine. I have another one. I just like that one better. I'm like a selective amount of Twitch because I'm trying to do stuff on YouTube. But yeah, I should be better about like actually going to other people's streams. But it's hard because I also I'm not really online after work. So if you stream when I get off of work, be like that. I know. Introverted lurkers, hate to see it. God, this one's so much heavier. This one's like so much tighter. I mean, work is work. It's actually, so there's this stupid Amazon event. So that's why I'm working overtime this week. But the deals aren't that good. So it's like I'm working, but a lot of it it's not like as stressful as like Prime Day, like real Prime Day, or like Cyber Week. Our video was awesome. You really love the nom nom foods. Thank you, bruh. Thank you. So I did get some like, hopefully that didn't turn it off. It didn't. I was really happy with how the video turned out. You're here for it? Thank you, Hotep. Oops, excuse me. I liked how the video turned out, and I got some good feedback on it. And audio's okay, great. And I think I know some, I have some things I'm gonna look out for the next time I do a vlog. Prime Day here is a scam that hate to see it. I mean, yeah. Prime Day is actually like pretty okay. It depends on what you're looking for. I'm just gonna do arms while we talk, because I am trying to like get my arms up a little bit. Yeah, so that's like something that you have to look out for. You can't take them for their word. So I don't know if it works in your country, but there are some tools that you can use to look at the price history of stuff, or I'm not sure if you actually are using it. So that's how you can tell. You've had it tabbed up and you haven't watched it, looking forward to it. Was a commentary about wearing a corset? No. So since I didn't like, as a fellow cheese lover, you enjoyed the video. So yeah, you do some price looking. So the only people that I really included in the video, bro, that's what we use. That's legit what we use at work. We use camel. I did not really include anything besides Joey and I, and like, the sports, there's lots of sports. It's basically just us and what we did. And I didn't include anything with anyone else because I didn't want to like worry about asking permission and stuff like that. I didn't want to make people feel uncomfortable, especially since a lot of us were meeting IRL. Well, I was meeting people IRL for the first time. I feel like if I was gonna do a vlog with other people, I would want to get like the go ahead of time. So, and I didn't do that. So I just did not really include anything with anybody else besides Joey and I. It's nice to see Joey in the video too. Hell yeah, thank you. But yeah, so you didn't think it was too long? You think it could have been even longer, maybe second part? I liked the length of the video. I think it was a good length. I didn't want to make it into like 2 parts because I think it would have just included a lot of stuff that was not necessary. I think I added the exact necessary amount of footage without being too much. The main feedback I got from Joey was that I was talking too slowly, and he said it sounded almost like I had slowed down my voiceover, but I was actually just thinking really hard about what I was saying. I didn't make a script, and maybe I should have made a script, but I was kind of just doing the voiceover as I watched the video. So I ended up talking really slowly because I was thinking really hard about what I was saying, and I was too in the weeds of editing to hear it very well, if that makes sense. Like I had watched it over and over and over so many times that it sounded right to me. But, you know, after I hadn't touched it for a couple days and Joe and I looked at it together, I agreed that I was talking a little bit too slowly and that I could have sped that up. I think I was also trying to like talk maybe too much. I didn't need to fill up all the time with talking. I could have just said my piece and then let the audio play. So that's something I can keep in mind for the future. I think it was the actual filming part was, I don't know if it's mass or MAS wrestling. It's really difficult to explain. So I'm glad that I had some footage to put into the vlog. But the actual filming of the stuff was not time consuming and I didn't really feel weird. I straight up only used my phone and Joey also used his phone to get some footage as well. So like that part wasn't too time consuming. I didn't really go out of my way from whatever else we were doing. It was more like, oh, we sat down to eat, so I'm waiting for the food. I'm just like taking some video. But yeah, the editing part did take a while. But like I said, I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. It's the kind of vlog that I myself would like to watch. So yeah, I liked how it turned out. But yeah, there's just some stuff for me to keep in mind the next time it comes up, which honestly, it might not be until Japan. But I need to write myself some notes. Thank you, I appreciate that. I really appreciate all the feedback. And I don't feel some type of way. Like if people have constructive criticism, I would like to hear it. You know, if there was something about it, like you thought the music was too loud. One thing that I used a lot of different kinds of music. Like I tried to match the music to the activity. I'm not sure if like that was annoying or not. I also used a transition between literally every single clip. And I'm not sure if that was annoying, but I don't really like it when there's a lot of like harsh like jump cuts in videos. It's like, I'm just like that, but yeah. So like I am certainly not opposed to any constructive criticism. You don't have to tell me like you loved it just to tell me that. You can tell me, hey, there was a lot about it I liked, but maybe think about this for next time. But yeah, overall, I was like really happy with how it turned out. I'm not sure. I don't think there's going to be any other opportunity to do a vlog outside of that until Japan. I have actually, when in Star Wipe, you thought it had great editing? Thank you, Andre. I appreciate you. I have a workout date with a new friend coming up. So let's see, I have a lot of stuff coming up. So I have a friend coming over next weekend and we're gonna do like some movie nights and stuff like that. We're gonna watch some movies and eat some food. And then I think the week after, or maybe 2 weeks after, I have a workout, an IRL workout hangout with a new friend that I made on the internet. But if they were an old friend, I would probably ask them if it was okay if I vlogged. But since we've never met IRL before, I just want to like feel the vibes out and stuff like that. But maybe sometime in the future, if we like do another hangout, if we like really hit it off and we do another hangout, maybe I can vlog something like that if it's okay at their gym. So I'm going to her gym, her not home gym. She goes to a real regular gym. Because she's extremely allergic to cats. So she can't come up here. New friends, I know, right? Can you believe it? Me making adult friends in 2024. I made a friend on the internet, a friend in the area who also works out, and we've been chatting a little bit here and there on Instagram and stuff for like a long time, and we've been wanting to like meet up in person and do a workout together, and we finally, like literally after like a year, finally actually scheduled it. So I'm gonna go to her commercial gym because she's super allergic to cats. She can't come to my house. Method for staying home and not speaking to people is not the most effective. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. I don't remember. I think I found her on Instagram because maybe she worked with a photographer I know. I can't remember, but like I followed her and I kind of reached out and stuff. So yeah, we've just been chatting, and like we've been meaning to actually meet up in person for a long time. Like watching adventure travel food videos, and you get so focused on those, the length is not an issue. Watch the Scottish chef that makes videos while traveling in Asia, videos like 2 hours long. I definitely like when it comes to like that sort of video, because I like that kind of content too. I do like a longer video. I often find myself disappointed when I click on a travel vlog and it's only like 15 minutes. And I'm like, and I just want so much more content. I follow a girl, she doesn't do travel vlogs. She does like weekend vlogs. She lives in New York. She's like a full-time content creator, I guess, is what she would consider herself. Like a full-time YouTuber. And sometimes I just feel like I want more content. Like I literally just want to see what New York looks like. I literally just want to see what you're eating. I want to just watch you eat it for a little bit or something. Like I just want more. But you know, it's not my content. I made like one comment where I was like, well, I really appreciated her because she made a video about exactly how much she made only from YouTube AdSense. So she like laid it out month by month. This is exactly how much I made on YouTube. And I was like, damn, this is a good video. I appreciate that. And like, after she made that video, I feel like I'm so much more invested in watching her content because I'm like, obviously, I know that watching stuff on YouTube helps the creator, but I'm just like, it feels more like I'm directly helping her because she just like came out and said exactly what she's making. And yeah, I made a comment. And I said that. I was like, thanks for making this video. I feel really invested in your content because you made this video. And I was like, you know, I like your vlogs and I really wish they were longer. I really wish you showed more. Like, I want to see more. And like, I don't know. I hope she didn't take it in a weird sort of a way. Like, I want to see more of your private life in like a creepy way. It's literally like, she's like really into crochet right now. And like, I would love it if she just like had a little bit extra of her just crocheting. You know, just a little bit extra of like what she's eating. I just like that kind of stuff, you know, a little bit extra. Like you go walk in the park, you just show a little bit more of the park, show you the desolation. Sometimes I like those like exploration videos, but I don't watch them like too much. Yeah, I mean, no. I like the aestheticness of it, of just like seeing, just like, you know, she's got a really cute cat. Just like show me a little bit more of your cat, bro. In the most not creepy way, just show me a little bit more of your cat. But like, maybe I'm not necessarily the target audience. Maybe her audience prefers like videos in the 15-20 minute range rather than the like 30-40 minute range. Hello, Dark. If you have to sleep, go sleep. I had work today. I had to work late, so I'm a little bit later. I'm doing things. I'm doing stuff and things. I don't know if I'm winning. Also, what's up, Anna? How are you? For people that weren't here a little bit earlier, no tea, no shade. I'm changing. It's 10:30 a.m. You mean PM? Or you mean AM? I thought you were in the night. PM, okay. I was like, I thought you were in the night. In the nighttime. But I'm changing my YouTube schedule. So I'm gonna, starting next week, I'm gonna start doing the live streams on Tuesday. Same time, 4 p.m. Eastern, whatever that is in your time. There's gonna be announcements in the Discord, of course. Starting next week, I will be doing the live streams on Tuesday, and I will try to update, I will try to upload a different sort of video on Thursday. Tuesday! No offense, Sweet Lou. So, basically, Joey might be gathering with friends to play Magic on Tuesdays. So it just makes more sense for me to do my thing on Tuesday also. It's also this old nice guy that speaks about life. He walks to the near park, feeds the bird, squirrels, it's really wholesome content. Yeah, I mean, like that's a lot of, like, I really like the more chill. I watch a lot of different content. Yes, live stream is moving to Tuesday. So I hope that works for everybody else. I mean, I can't live my life by everybody else's schedule, but I think it's a good change for me also because if I'm doing most of my filming for YouTube on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll have more time at the beginning of the week, of the next week, to edit everything instead of, I always feel like I'm scrambling on Sunday and Monday to do a bunch of editing, but now maybe I'll be able to space it out a little bit better. What day are the streams moving to? Tuesday. Oh, this feels heavy. So yeah, like I said, the Discord will tell you. I still need to I need to figure out what I want to upload next week because I got plant mail. Remember I said, I don't know if anybody remembers. I say these things and I don't know if anybody actually cares or pays attention. So I'm just gonna say it. I mentioned that I ordered some plants online and I was gonna do a haul when they came in. Well, they came in but they came in while I was at work. So I was worried about them because they had been in the mail for almost a week. So I unboxed them like really quickly. I did film it, but I unboxed them really quickly and like kind of got them set up really quickly. So I don't think it's really quite enough footage for one whole video. So I think what I want to do is like plant haul, combine it, plant haul, 1 week checkup, and 1 month checkup into one video. So to pad it out a little bit, not in a bad way, but just so it's like a little bit longer than just like however much time it took me to open the boxes and stuff. Well, but then after Tuesday, it's gonna be another 7 days. What's up, Mr. Macheep? Yeah, so that's definitely on the horizon. But like I said, it's gonna take a little more time because I wanna wait for the 1 month check-in. Do you see this pile of hair over here, by the way? I brushed Mafik yesterday, and that's part of the hair that I got off of him. So yeah, I need to figure out what I want to do for this coming week's video. You know, I did get them snacks. Maybe I should go get the snacks. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay, you stay right there. Don't click off. You watch the stream. I'm gonna go get snacks for them. I did, yeah. Actually, we got a ad on YouTube about it. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope that it's good. If you did not know, I love the Alien movies. I also like Prometheus. Everybody shits on Prometheus. I like Prometheus, okay? Don't come for me. I like Prometheus. I'll be right back. Okay. Which one is Alien Covenant? I like all of them. Yo, what's up, Deluce? Deluce was the only person that recognized me that was not one of the Twitch streamers that we met up with. Acro IRL was great in Prometheus. I tried. What's up, LaRoche? I tried to play Alien Isolation and I rage quit. And when I tell you that I am a rather patient gamer, okay? It takes a lot for me to like genuinely rage quit something, but I completely stopped playing it because it just like it felt like nothing I did could get me past a certain point. Doesn't matter how slowly I stuck around, I just like could not get past a certain point. And I got so frustrated I just stopped playing it. Mr. Macheep, come over here. Maybe I shouldn't have done this on the bench. Maybe we'll do it down here. Do you want like a close-up view? You feel it? Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. You love Alien Fire Team? What's that? Is it this camera? Oh yeah, here we go. Mr. Macheep, come here. Come on. It's not a very aesthetic angle, unfortunately. What's up, Metal Megs? How was your stream? By the way, I'm sure most of you already know Metal Megs, but if you are not following her on Twitch, she is doing a partner push right now. Not like live right this second, obviously, but in general, during this time frame, Metal Megs is doing a partner push on Twitch. So make sure you go follow her and make sure you do a support so she can get partner. Okay, bruh. This motherfucker. What's Alien Team Fire? Fire Team. I've literally never heard of it. It's like Left 4 Dead, but with xenomorphs. Oh. Keep missing the stream by a few minutes. It's all good, film nerd. It'd be like that. Look. We can't all be on at the same time. But welcome in. It's good to have you. Your cat doesn't like treats? I'm good. I am okay. I am okay. I am not focusing 100% on my fitness right now, but that's okay, because I'm doing a lot of other shit. Yeah, okay is good. Okay is good. Look at this boy. You just got the old couch out of the apartment. It's always like when you buy furniture, it's always such a hassle to get rid of the old furniture. You got your treats. Okay, yeah, you scram. I think it's gonna be another arm day. It's a nice couch. It's an aesthetic couch. You focus on fitness and fitness pizza in my mouth. Him's the baby. Well, Tote is the baby. You're kissing the beans through the screen. These beans are dirty. Saw the vlog of the Arnold and it was super. You visited Rogue 2 while you're there and you know someone from Rogue who invited you. You visited the installation gym. Hell yeah. They have a private gym for employees. Damn, I didn't know that. What needs cushions? Oh, you gave it to your neighbor. Nice. Prometheus? Which one is Covenant? Hold up. Alien Covenant is from 2000. And yeah, I liked Covenant too, I think. I also liked Covenant. Makeup's looking fire. Thank you. Completely, please ignore this pimple, but like, yeah. I like my makeup today. I'm kind of going for a pseudo-natural look. You moved the couch and said goodnight, and then the cushions are sitting on the floor. You see nothing, thank you. Yeah, I like Covenant. I think I like Covenant. Sorry, I think I just smacked it. I like both. Yeah, Covenant, Prometheus. You have to watch Prometheus first and then Covenant. But I liked both. It's just like, you just have to like think about it a little bit differently than the original movies. They're like prequels, right? I also like the Alien movies. You thought it was a nose ring? I mean, I do have a nose ring. But this is a pimple. Yeah, I liked both of those movies. You just like you kind of have to think about it like its own like mini series, you know? If like the older Alien movies go together, it's like these two go together and they're not really super related to the old ones. They are, but they're in the same world, but they're not like they're not as directly connected, if that makes sense. But yeah, I like them a lot. As much as you like most of the Alien movies, it's impossible to compare to the original classic. Gonna head out, see you, Mr. Oddity. Yeah, just don't take it too seriously. Go to watch the movie and try to enjoy it, right? That's my philosophy. You know, if I'm taking the time to sit down and watch something, I want to enjoy it. But, you know, maybe some people get enjoyment out of like thinking more critically about movies. Yeah, they're like the prequel and the sequel. Just simply bask, right? Enjoy it. There any barbell exercises you can do for your calves? So, Prince Andre, you can use the barbell in different ways to add weight to a calf raise, but I mean, there's definitely movies that are just bad, but for me, the movie has to be like really bad for me not to enjoy it. I will always try to look for things that I like more so than things that I don't. And it has to be really, really, really bad for me not to like it. But anyways, like I was saying, you can use a barbell. It's just a little bit squirrelier. You know, you have to figure out a way to hold the weight on your body to like get it so that you can do your calf raises. We're not going until May, and I'm gonna do like full-on vlogs. I really need to like take my Arnold vlog and turn it into some short form content, but I haven't done it yet. But anyways, basically, you know, to get a solid range of motion on your calf raise, you need to be in a stretched position, an elongated position into a shortened position, right? You need to get all the way through. Like if you're only doing your calf raises from here, you're missing out on a lot of range of motion. That's only like half of your range of motion unless you just have really tight calves. So like if you can get your calf into a position like this, holding the barbell, you're golden. You just have to figure out how to do that. You know, are you gonna hold it here? Are you gonna hold it on your back? Are you gonna like Zercher squat it? But I think probably for most people, it makes a little bit more sense to, oh, you could also like be sitting down, have it on your knees, but you need to figure out a way to get the top of your foot elevated. So honestly, it depends on what kind of plates that you have and how much weight you need to really feel it. But I honestly might just suggest holding dumbbells if you have them, because it's a little less awkward. Or, so I don't know if you can see over here, my weight plates, oh, I have one hanging out, have like these handles on them, these cutouts. Like I would rather hold something like this than hold onto a barbell. It's just easier for me. So yeah. You love vlogs? You used to set up like a back squat and then do calf raises. Yeah. So the Arnold vlog is on the channel. It's a little bit longer, but I hope you enjoy it if you have a chance to watch it. Yeah, but I do need to like make some sort of short form content with it. I just haven't gotten around to it. I think maybe editing the vlog kind of took a lot out of me. So it's just like a lot of like sitting and thinking and finagling. So I'm like, maybe that's why I'm feeling a little burned out, a little overwhelmed. But I do need to like, I definitely want to like cut it up a little bit and make it into up and down, and put some clips on Instagram and stuff like that. So I just have to get around to it. One of your favorite, I will say regarding what you were saying earlier about not needing to talk all the time during video, and it's a difficult instinct to ignore, but one of your favorite Urban Explorer channels does that. Like the need to fill all the silence, he ends up babbling nonsense. Yeah, I'm trying not to, for the Arnold vlog specifically, and I'm not sure if this is gonna be the vibe for all of my vlogs, but I was trying to insert a little bit of like travel tips or like tips for people that are going to the Arnold for the first time. So, you know, I said something like keep in mind that if you want to be really close to the convention center, the rooms are going to be more expensive. And I also said stuff like, check Google Maps ahead of time, so you have some places in mind that you can eat, or like make reservations ahead of time, because a lot of places, especially nice sit-down restaurants, won't let you just walk in. What's up, Turnip? Ooh, oh my God, I think Turnip might have gotten... Okay, please everybody, only 2 emotes at a time. I don't know how to fix this, but if you literally do like more than 2 emotes, it seems like YouTube will auto mod you. I'm so sorry if that happened. I know that it's an accident and you don't know, because that's just not like the vibe that we're used to, but like it's totally a thing and I don't know how to fix it, and I'm so sorry. Hopefully you get back soon. I know. Yeah, YouTube hates emotes. You appreciate the listed out the locations? Yeah. So when I'm in Japan, I also plan to do that. And I also will try to include like a little bit of just like travel tips and stuff like that. But it's gonna be like a lot of food, it's gonna be a lot of shopping, hopefully some nice scenery and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't consider myself like a travel expert, but all the places I ate at were really good. I think most people would like them if you like the type of food. Yeah, bro, yeah. Oh my God, I literally, I don't know how to fix it. Like, I can't figure it out. I've tried and I can't figure it out. Yeah. So, yeah, so the Japan vlogs will probably be kind of like similar. I'm not sure like how much I'll fit into like one video. It might end up being like a lot of like slightly shorter videos. It just depends on like how much footage I get. But have I tried you turning YouTube off and on? Yeah, I'm sorry. So if you have an American driver's license, I am pretty sure that you can get an international driver's license and rent a car and drive in Japan. I do not plan to do that. I am going to stay in Tokyo, and this is what I always do. And I think that it's not really normal. I think a lot of people like to go to other places in Japan, but I personally prefer to maximize my time by staying in Tokyo. I also don't know if I personally would feel comfortable driving in another country. I can't remember. I think Japan might be on the opposite side of the US. But yeah, I think I just like wouldn't feel super comfortable. I'm already like not the greatest driver. Of course, Joey could drive, I guess, if we decided to do that. I actually do have a friend that goes to Japan, but and has done that in the past, but we don't always like, our timing doesn't always meet up. You want to go to Japan, you're focusing, you're using your money for traveling rather than getting out. If you think you're a little too unprudent. So, I mean, I have tons of travel tips for going to Japan specifically and Tokyo specifically, but I think, I mean, my biggest tip honestly would be do some research ahead of time. Like, do not just try to show up, because obviously there's a language barrier unless you speak and read Japanese, right? There's a language barrier and there's a big cultural difference, right? And if you went, you'd likely be in one location, go to places within that area. So the thing is, like, when I say we only go to Tokyo, like you'll see, when I say we only go to Tokyo, Tokyo is a huge city full of lots of different neighborhoods. So Joey and I can literally spend weeks and not run out of stuff to do, right? So it's like you can be in Tokyo and you can go to a different neighborhood every day and basically spend the entire day there, shopping, eating, seeing sights, and some places you might even want to go back more than one day. But you can also easily take the train to other prefectures. So Japan has prefectures, and like Tokyo is in, I forget what prefecture Tokyo is in, but Tokyo is in one prefecture. There are many other prefectures you can get to within just a couple hours because of the bullet train. I just choose not to do that because of the time and the expense. Similar to like how New York City is one giant city, but a lot of areas. Yes, but bigger and better public transportation that I personally find easier to navigate. So my experience is probably going to be a little different from some of your experiences. What's up, TNT? It's good to see you. It's been a while. So I grew up in the DC metropolitan area, right? And I used public transportation and getting driven around by my parents exclusively until I was in my 20s. So I have experience with taking trains and buses and stuff like that, right? And I don't have anxiety around that. But New York City public transportation is difficult for me, right? New York City public transportation is much more difficult for me to navigate because of how it's bad. But Japan, I have less trouble with because it's laid out a little easier. You just went to 2 restaurants. Wait, you like in front of the convention? That's it? Your way of visiting many? Yeah. So I would say like, this was not my first time at the Arnold. And I know that there's a lot of good food in Columbus. So what I did ahead of times is like look for good places, right? So I wasn't scrambling to find stuff. So when it comes to the language barrier in Japan, this is what I tell people. If you are in Tokyo, for the most part, you will be able to get food, right? You will be able to get to your hotel and get checked in. You will be able to, for the most part, be able to find your way around. You should not expect anybody in Japan to speak fluent English. This is what I would tell you. Do not, as somebody coming from a foreign country, do not expect people in Japan to speak fluent English. You know, in most cases, people will know a little bit of English, but do not expect anybody to speak fluent English. And if you find somebody that speaks fluent English, like, hallelujah, praise the Lord, because you found one, right? You think that it's common sense, and it's not. Would it be weird if you told me that I know you? I mean, I can't tell who you are from your screen name. So, that being said, there are many places that have English menus. There are lots of signs in English, and you can use translation apps to help you out. I will also say, I find the public transportation system in Japan relatively easy to navigate because you can use Google Maps. You can tell Google Maps, I'm here now and I want to go somewhere else. Tell me how to get there on the train, and it will tell you exactly what to do, right? It's not that hard. But like I said, I have different experiences. I have experience with public transportation, and it's, in my opinion, relatively well laid out, and Google Maps really helps you a lot. You want to make sure you always have internet, right? Always have internet. Always have your phone charged. Do not be without your phone. You want to make sure you have your emergency contact information with you in case you do lose your phone. You know, you might have to call a cab. You should be prepared to pay for a lot of things in cash. So you can use ATM machines in Japan to pull cash. You can get cash ahead of time before you go. That's usually what Joey and I do. But cash culture in Japan is still really big. I think that I don't need to, but I usually do. So I usually tell my credit card companies that I am going to be traveling, but they're usually like, you're good. But, you know, I'm a little bit anxiety. Well, I get a little bit of travel anxiety, so I do that. But you probably just want to check. One major thing that I like to do, especially in recent years, this is not something I really did when I first started going. I like to check Google Maps for places to eat, right? There's a lot of places like mom and pop shops, restaurants and stuff like that, that won't have a lick of English anywhere in the restaurant, right? And I don't want to go to that place. Like, I don't care how good the food looks. If I'm going to have a hard time ordering, I would rather just not go. I would rather find somewhere else. Coming from the US of A, it probably doesn't matter what kind of a restaurant you go in. All the food is going to be better than what you get at fucking McDonald's or wherever the fuck you're eating. So, like, I wouldn't even worry about that. My thing is, maximize your time. If there's something you really want to go to, yeah, go ahead and line up for it. A lot of restaurants might have long lines because the restaurants are small and a lot of people want to go. But like, one udon restaurant compared to another udon restaurant, you're not really going to be noticing the difference, right? You're not going to be noticing the difference too much. Yeah, I would tell you, if you're going to Japan, you don't need to bring American cash and exchange it. You can go to the ATM and just pull it out. Like, don't bother with that. Just go to the ATM and pull it out. Don't bring American cash and exchange it. That's an added step you don't need to do. What's this about restaurants? I'm saying there's a lot of restaurants in Japan that don't necessarily cater to foreigners. And I don't feel some type of way about that. Look, I totally understand. You know, I would rather go to a restaurant that has a vending machine where I can just push a button and give them a ticket. Or I would rather go to a restaurant that I know has an English menu. Or I'd rather go to a restaurant that I know has a tablet that I can use easily, right? And that's what I look up on Google Maps ahead of time. It was like that in Rome, like where to eat for dinner. They got pasta and pizza everywhere, yeah. You think the ATM would give you better conversion rate? The amount of stories Americans try to use American dollarinos, is that really a thing? Yeah, I'm gonna eat a ton of sushi. I'm gonna eat a ton of ramen. So, and like seriously, Pagro, if you guys are actually planning a trip to Japan, I have so many food recommendations for Tokyo, specifically. Not nowhere else, but specifically Tokyo. In a lot of the major cities, I have already a list of like restaurants that I've checked out to see what their menu looks like. Any plans on trying new, different menu items at McDonald's and KFC? I don't usually, but if it looks like they have something really good, I might try it, but no specific plans right now because I don't know what they have. You told her when she was hesitant about going, you got to hook up. Yeah. Usually the banks are able to work out better conversion rates. Yeah. You would put the money in PayPal, assuming a place takes a debit MasterCard. So the thing is that the cash culture in Japan is like very prevalent. There's a lot of places that do not take credit cards at all. So that's why it's important to have cash on you. Yeah, I know some shit. I got a lot of recommendations. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, you can always just go to the convenience store and get snacks. But I have one major caveat to anybody thinking about going to Japan. One huge major caveat. If you have severe life-threatening allergies, I simply do not think that I can recommend that you go to Japan. 4 or 5 times. I can't remember off the top of my head. It might be 5 times. It's either 4 or 5 times. No subtitles. Like, if you are allergic to soy, shellfish, gluten, and I'm talking like life-threatening, soy, eggs, okay, you don't, then you should be fine. Yeah, because like, not just like a language barrier issue, but it, to me, and I don't know if this is how accurate this is, it doesn't seem like food allergies are as prevalent in Japan as they are in the US. You know, I'm talking like serious life-threatening, like you have one tiny bit of shellfish sprinkled in your food, like you're gonna die. Like, I don't think it's as prevalent in Japan. And a lot of their food probably just like cooked into it somewhere, probably has soy, gluten, shellfish, all of that. Yeah, I would say if you are vegetarian, you might have a difficult time in Japan. If you are vegan, you're gonna have an even more difficult time in Japan. If you, I don't know if it was the word, if you only eat halal certified foods, you might have a little bit of a hard time in Japan. Yeah, there's a good chance that there's cross-contamination. That's why I say allergies. But like, if it's a way of eating that's not based around an allergic reaction, you know, you'll survive. But yeah, I think that if you are vegan, you would have a really difficult time. I probably wouldn't recommend going to most restaurants unless they are specifically geared towards vegan people. But if you're okay with like eating vegetarian food and you don't necessarily mind if it's cross-contaminated, you probably would be fine. Yeah, there's definitely some halal restaurants, but it's like, how often do you see, like, I don't know if you're in the US, Hotep. I am in the US of A. I live near a major city, and it's not very common for me to see vegetarian only restaurants. It's not very common for me to see halal certified restaurants. It's not very common for me to see like kosher certified restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So there are places where you can find those things, but if that is something that you are doing, like, you should really research it ahead of time, like really put a lot of effort into it. Otherwise, you're probably going to be scrambling for places to eat. So, yeah. It's not difficult. RKO, it's actually not difficult to find chicken shawarmas. And that is because there's a lot of Turkish people in Japan. Like in Akihabara, I can literally think of like 3 kebab and shawarma places, like off the top of my head. I can picture in my mind 3 specific restaurants that sell it. In Ueno, which is like 1 city over, multiple places also. Like it's not hard to find that kind of food. Like Japan is getting more and more multicultural. Okay, see you later, Pagro. And I'm really serious. Like if you guys are really like ready to start planning a trip, just like hit me up, because I have a lot of like tips and tricks and stuff like that. Or I mean, we can talk about it here too, I don't care. But yeah. You're in Georgia and most Muslims, you know, just accept that it's not going to be perfect. Yeah. I mean, you can ask me here, you can ask me in Discord, you can message me, it's whatever. Any old thing. Yeah, but just know that if you are sending me a question, it's gonna open probably a huge can of worms. I will also say the most expensive part about going to Japan is usually the flight. Usually the flight is super expensive, and Joey and I usually pay for the entire thing with credit card points. But like food, relatively affordable. Hotel, relatively affordable. Travel inside of Japan, if you take public transportation, relatively affordable. There's a lot of stuff you can do for free, you know, outside of travel and food expenses. So, you know, it really just depends on like what you're trying to save money on and how you're trying to live your best life. Can of worms, yeah. I once saw a vending machine where you could buy edible bugs. Yeah. So, but like I said, I mean, highly recommend looking into credit card points if that's an option for you. But I mean, that's a whole thing that I don't really know too much about. I also think that the way that Joey and I enjoy Japan is probably different than, you know, we all know Pagro is not necessarily a normie, but as your average anime enjoyer, we go to Japan with that in mind. So creepy it doesn't, but it does have real bugs. Yeah, it's like, it's in Ueno. Well, there's one in Ueno, which is like 1 city over, like walking distance from Akihabara. We always stay in Akihabara, which is, you know, like everybody, usually people go to like Shibuya or Ueno. People stay in Ueno, Asakusa, Shibuya, Shinjuku. We always stay in Akihabara. So, we're anime. What's up, Hero? I'm good. One might think that Tokyo is a city that never sleeps. The public transportation, I think, stops around, I think it stops around 2 or 3 in the morning. There is a time when public transportation is not running. So if you miss out on the train, you have to walk or call a cab or wait for the next train, which I think starts at 4 or 5 a.m. So there is a period of time where no trains are running, right? There are restaurants that are open 24/7, and there are bars and restaurants that are open late, like into the morning. And obviously convenience stores are usually open 24 hours. But a lot of stuff is not. A lot of stuff closes earlier than you might think. And a lot of restaurants open later than you would think. So it's something to keep in mind. One thing that Joey and I struggle with when we first get to Japan and are still adjusting to the time difference, we usually end up waking really early in the morning, and it's hard to find places to eat that early in the morning. Going there and back is what you really want to save on. You plan on more than one trip. Main goal, looking into investment opportunities and being in a place where you can speak Japanese more often. Bat Salsa, how are you? It's been a while. It's almost 4 a.m. and you can still find a hot, fresh chicken shawarma? Oh my god, yeah. It's not like that. I mean, there's places you can get food 24/7 in Japan. Honestly, where I live now, there's almost nothing that's open 24 hours. You're doing good. I'm glad to hear that. The bus service stops at midnight. Jeez, that seems early. I feel like you should go later than that. But yeah. So I do think, I don't have experience with this hotel, but it's very difficult for foreigners to buy property in Japan. That's like a thing. It's also can be difficult for foreigners to rent places in Japan. There's a lot of like paperwork. Like that in itself is like a whole thing that is a thing that I don't know anything about. So that's definitely gonna take you like a lot of research. But if you are planning to go to Japan, or you would like to go to Japan multiple times a year, I think your best bet is to look into credit card point churning, which I also don't know a ton about. Because Joey and I only go once a year, we can typically accumulate enough points to cover our flight. But like, you're probably gonna have to look into like actually churning them to make the most of what you can get. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, thinking about finding suppliers and manufacturing. Gotcha. I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm not sure what that's like. Of course, it also depends on like the specific like opportunities you're talking about. But yeah. I'm sure that there are like, so we like to stay at hotels, but I'm sure there are less expensive places that you could stay. Do you know? Like, I'm not sure if like hostels are a thing in Japan or like share home sort of things, but they might be, which would probably be more affordable than staying at hotels. We just like the convenience of it, you know? On the week, public transportation stops at midnight. Shops close before that, and on the weekends they're open and running a couple hours later. I feel like that's like kind of early, but you know, it depends on your area. today we are getting Peruvian chicken, Peruvian roasted chicken. There's a reason there's so many love hotels. People just go there for one night. What's up, Lil Trez? How you doing? I actually don't think, I think that people are probably more likely to go to a capsule hotel than they are to go to a love hotel. Because as far as I understand it, most love hotels are charged by the hour and not by the night. And it's probably more cost effective to go to a capsule hotel, which some of them can be like $30 to $50 a night. Yeah, I mean, not just manga cafes, but also internet cafes. And I know that's totally a thing, but I don't look into it because it makes me a little bit sad, if I'm honest. Thinking more about lives of like, if you were living there, that's how you plan most of your trips. What's Bosamon? What's that? Where's that? No, Peruvian chicken's not dry, no. Yeah, but yeah, I definitely like I watched a video about people that were living in like, oh, it's in Montana. Okay, I thought it was like a country. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, oh, I was watching like, I watched a video about people that live in like internet cafes, and it kind of made me a little bit sad. It was like, they talked to one girl who like, she was specifically living in the internet cafe because she like lived in it. Like lived. It's not that she was homeless. It's like she didn't want her own apartment because like she wanted her own space, I guess. She wanted her own space, but she wanted to be able to hear other people, if that makes sense. Like she wanted to be surrounded by people, but have her own private area. Because if I'm honest, like the cost of staying at an internet cafe all the time is probably more expensive than getting some apartments. Privacy risk? I'm not sure, honestly. I wouldn't know. I've never been to a love hotel. Manga cafes are also sometimes cheaper rent-wise a month than an actual apartment. You do also have to put down a deposit. They have the capsule hotels. So the capsule hotels, you know, I'm gonna send you guys a video. I'm gonna show you guys a video. We're not gonna watch it on screen. Here we go. I'll get you the exact video. If I'm honest, I think that the cost of living in Tokyo is somewhat overstated in some aspects. And you know, it also depends on like what your income is like. But the rent is very dependent on the location, right? It's like super dependent on your location. If you're willing to be a little bit farther away from like the city center, you can find places that are much more affordable. But anyways, I'm gonna show you this video. So here is a video from a channel that specifically is the channel is about micro apartments in Tokyo, and this is the cost of living. It's like all living expenses for this person in 1 month to live in his micro apartment in Japan. So I thought that it was relatively affordable, but it's also a micro apartment. So the thing about manga cafes, all the manga is in Japanese. So like that kind of thing doesn't interest me. So like I said, if you are a foreigner in Japan and you are working remotely, right? If you are working remotely and you just happen to be living in Japan, I would tell you, like, live farther away from Shinjuku, live farther away from Tokyo Station, like live farther away from the major city centers and get a slightly bigger apartment somewhere a little farther away, right? And the rent will be more reasonable. But I will also tell you, like, I love this micro apartment channel. Like, he posts videos like every couple days where he just goes and looks at little micro apartments all the time. And some of them I'm like, yeah, maybe I could live there. But at the same time, I'm an eccentric maximalist, so probably not. Yeah. Don't expect manga in English, bro. Anyways. Yeah. Some of the I love. It's really small, bro. It's super. I'm like, I kind of want to like watch this with you guys, but probably shouldn't. Staying outside of the downtown is cheaper, but not by much. Oof. Yeah. So one of the reasons like that Joey and I moved where we are, which is farther away from DC, is because we have a huge house that's more affordable. And was way more affordable when we first bought it than it is now, but well, what it would go for. Anyways, so some of the micro apartments he looks at are really interesting. Some of them are like really wild, and some of them I'm just like, I think I could stay there. But yeah, I think that if you are a foreigner trying to move to Japan and you were looking for something really inexpensive, share houses are a thing, but it's like you have less privacy. I love tiny homes and like small apartments and van life. I love stuff like that. I think that if I'm gonna just like take a second to psychoanalyze myself a little bit, I think that I find the size of this house and the amount of upkeep that I am oftentimes not keeping up with. I find it overwhelming. And the thought of literally throwing everything away and moving into a smaller space somewhat appeals to me, even though I know it's not realistic. But yeah, I think that I'm the kind of person that I can get like overwhelmed easily, and then I just want to just like fucking dumpster fire everything, right? So I often struggle with, I feel overwhelmed by social media, and I want to just delete all of my social media accounts, and I don't do that because that's not a good idea. But I get that feeling, you know, and then I feel overwhelmed with the size of the house, with like all the plants that I have, all the clothes that I have to wash, all the stuff that I have to do, and I just want to like fucking dumpster fire, yeet that shit, and start over. But like, you can't just really do that. Somewhat said it. You're contemplate living in an RV. I don't think an RV is personally right for me because I don't want to travel. I like staying in one place, but the thought of like downsizing to a tiny house appeals to me. Or like yeet everything, move into a micro apartment. Yeah, one day if someday, and I'm not, also, hey William, welcome back. If someday, all my social media accounts are deleted, don't worry about it, bro. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm doing much better, you know? It's totally okay. You don't even gotta worry about it, baby girl. I am way better than I was before. So don't even worry about me. You know how you feel you got a 3-bedroom house to take care of all by yourself? I know. It's like you want the space, like you feel cool, like you got a house, and then you're like, fuck man, I gotta take care of it. You had a studio apartment, but you're able to get out more. You don't know what you're gonna do in more rural areas. That's also hard. Nah. If I am like, you would love to live in a small cabin or a house or something of that kind solution, but you live in an old apartment building, there's no sound isolation. Yeah, that sucks. I yeeted myself off the internet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if all my social media accounts are deleted, I'm totally okay. I'm doing better. If I died, there would probably be some sort of like notification somewhere, right? But like if they're just gone, I'm probably fine, because that means that I did it, right? If everything's gone, it means I did it. If it's still there and then you get a weird message that like, uh-oh, memorial service for terrible Hime, then you should worry, right? Someone who's been living in a small apartment for 5 years, bro, you really fucking want more space because you're going crazy, you can't afford to move. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Dark. It's always, the grass is always greener on the other side, right? Sometimes I feel like I want to go minimalist, but then I have a lot of shit and I want to get rid of it. Yeah, I mean, knock on wood, nothing happens, but like, if the accounts are gone, I'm doing fine. See, I feel like I might be even more introverted than you because I prefer to hang out on the internet. I feel I get I don't want to say anxiety because that makes it sound bad. Like I'm anxious to see like my friends, but I get like worked up. I'm perfectly cool just to be friends on the internet with people, but people like to do stuff IRL. So I'm like, okay, we gotta do this. We gotta see people in person. But I already feel like I'm the kind of guy, you see the memes on Instagram where it's like I committed to doing something and I'm like getting ready. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta do this, and then it gets canceled. I'm like, and it's not that I don't love my friends. It's just like I feel like it's such a commitment for me to go outside nowadays. In my old age, I've truly become like a house goblin or something. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, okay, we gotta do it. Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons, I don't know if I actually talked about it. I'm doing less on like Fansly and OnlyFans. Well, I'm trying to get rid of I'm trying to phase out of OnlyFans completely, if I'm honest, and just use Fansly. But like, one of the reasons, there are a few reasons why I'm doing less, but one of the reasons is because I need to like maintain IRL friendships and do stuff with people IRL. And like, if I'm working 5 days a week and I have 1 day for like house shit, like I also need to make time to do friends. Yeah, I mean, I'm the ultimate homebody. What's up, Taylor? OnlyFans as a platform is not that good. I mean, the user experience as a creator is not that good. I don't agree with some of the decisions that the owning parties of OnlyFans have made. And I honestly don't really want to support their platform anymore. The only thing that's like holding me back from just deleting my account completely, I mean, part of it is the money aspect, but I'm trying to like think of how I can tell my fans my plans without getting just like without getting like reported or taken down prematurely. Like, I want to do it on my terms. Yeah. So I have some very kind and generous and loyal fans on OnlyFans, but because of the restrictions, I can't openly tell them, hey, I'm leaving the platform, follow me here, right? The way that OnlyFans works is that it doesn't let you do that, or you could get like just like instantly yeeted off the platform for doing something like that. But anyways, my plans for the future in general is to leave the platform and go only to Fansly, because that's my preferred platform in general. But you know, that's neither here nor there. So I don't know. So there are many banned words on OnlyFans. I mean, I don't think it's illegal. I mean, it's their platform. They make the rules. You agree to the rules when you use the platform. It is what it is. But like, I don't want to be shitty to the people that have supported me is the main thing. But there are banned words on OnlyFans you can't use. Some of them are because they don't want you to go off platform, and some of them are protection reasons, right? You cannot use the word MEET, like meet IRL, or meet in person, or meet up. You cannot use that word because OnlyFans does not facilitate IRL interactions. They just don't. So that's something that you can't do, you can't talk about, you could get banned for that, right? You cannot like link to other platforms, you cannot even really, like, you cannot type the word Fansly into OnlyFans, like it won't let you. I think child, like the word child or the word kids, you cannot post any pictures of kids. You cannot send a meme of a child to somebody on OnlyFans. It's completely blocked, right? And you could get in big trouble. So I understand why they do it, but you know, it makes it hard, right? I mean, you can sort of, like, you can get around it, but at the same time, like, everybody knows that these are rules, right? And if I try to do that, I am worried that somebody's going to be salty about it and report me and get me banned prematurely. So I'm trying to think about it. And if I'm honest, I can easily get around it, you know, because I don't use a link tree. I don't use like a separate linking platform. I have my own website, and I can easily be like, hey, this is my website, why don't you check it out? And, you know, maybe you might, you know, I can get around it easily, but I'm more worried about somebody else reporting me for it. Anyways, yeah, stuff like that. But I mean, I can get around it. It's just like, it's difficult. It's also kind of like, so for anybody that uses OnlyFans or is a creator on OnlyFans, this is something that you might not know that you should keep in mind. If you delete your account, it doesn't delete all of your content, okay? If you delete your account, that doesn't necessarily mean that your content is gone. If somebody purchased your content, like you have a free account, for example, and you made a pay-per-view post and somebody buys it, that content will remain on their purchased page, even if you delete your account, okay? If you have a subscription account and you send a pay-per-view message, somebody purchases it, that content stays in their purchased page. And for me, I'm okay with that. I made the decision to make the content and I stand by it, right? And somebody paid for that content and they're entitled to view it for, like, I'm good with that. That's fine by me, you know, but that might not be fine by other people. So if you want to have your content removed, you have to specifically, like, completely removed, you have to specifically, like, email OnlyFans and tell them you want everything removed. I think that's how it works. And they have to do it if you tell them you want it removed. But for me, I'm fine with, if you purchase that content, I'm fine, you keep it. I want you to have it. You paid for it, you can have it, right? But the way that I run my subscription, or before I changed it, I had a subscription price that was a little higher than most people's, and I would send you all of the content without pay-per-view posts. You didn't have to pay for it, it came with the subscription, but I sent it to your DMs, right? So it's not in your purchase page. So if I delete my account, everyone loses anything. Of course, unless they screenshotted it, which, I mean, if I'm honest, I kind of expect it. It is what it is. But yeah, something to keep in mind for creators or people that use the platform. Yeah, it's, I can understand if, like, yeah, if you ever want to, like, sit down sometime, Megs, and, like, you want me to kind of explain how it works, I would happily do that with you. I do think that if you're ever on Fansly and you are trying to post and you're not sure what something means or how something works, I think on almost everything, they have, like, a little icon that you can click to get more information. So, like, keep that in mind. But I totally understand what you're saying, because it did take me quite a while to figure out the specific posting settings. But I think when somebody, like, has it under control, has it on lock, I think it is the far superior platform. It's just unfortunate that there are more users on OnlyFans than there are on Fansly. But yeah, one of the reasons why I want to move exclusively to Fansly is to get all of my fan base on there as well. You asked, that's fine. Yeah, but yeah, if you ever want to just, like, sit down together sometime and I can do, like, a screen share and kind of, like, walk you through it, just let me know. I would be happy to do that with you. Yeah. It is confusing, and sometimes it can give you anxiety because you're, like, not sure if you did it right. Exactly. I mean, that is definitely one of the reasons why they can get away with more stuff, is because they don't give a shit. They're making money. Yeah. No, I mean, I'll do it for you, baby girl. But also, I just like talking about this kind of stuff. Even though I'm kind of like taking a step back, I enjoy content creation for the most part. But yeah, there's a lot of settings and stuff to go through. But like once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. And it's nice that like you can have your free account and your subscription account all in one account, instead of having, like, I had 2 OnlyFans accounts to have a subscription and a free one, which was so annoying. I hated that. And it's nice, Fansly, you can have it all in one place. Yeah, it works well for me. And I'll be honest, like most of the creators that I follow on Fansly are people that I have found inside of Fansly, because they have a really nice explore feature, which I don't know. I don't know if it works well. I don't know if people find me that way, but I find other people. I don't know. Anyways, okay, I think if are any other comments, questions, or concerns, I have yet again not actually worked out, but that's okay. I usually don't, like, if we end up working out, it's cool, but if we don't, like, I like just hanging out and chatting. But any other comments and questions or concerns before I head out for the day? Yeah, I swear sometimes I try to search for people on OnlyFans and I cannot find them at all. I can't. You simply can't. I don't know. Even I searched for their exact name and I'm just like, where are they? It's really frustrating. Nothing pops up. Yeah, I know. It's like you're trying not to take my money. I don't get it. Simple shoulder exercises. Well, so the thing about your shoulder is that it's made of 3 different parts, right? Well, it's made of a lot of different muscles, and they kind of go in like different directions. So you have kind of like a front and a side and a back part. Like this back here is still part of your shoulder. So kind of, I guess what I would recommend for you, Dark, is if you have something around your house, you know, it doesn't have to be a dumbbell, whatever you have. Yo, what's up, Taylor Jade? It is, honestly, sometimes you gotta go to Google and be like, creator name OnlyFans, and that's how you do it. But you can kind of do like, can use your one weight and just do like 3 different exercises. Like you might wanna kind of move from one to the other or take breaks in between. But doing a simple shoulder press like this, up and down, is gonna hit your front shoulder, lifting out to the side. And I would be careful with this one. You kind of want to lift a little bit to the front like this. This will work your lateral shoulder. And if you're sitting down and you're going like this, that will hit your rear shoulder. You can also go like this. I think I kind of feel it a little bit more when I go like this. But yeah, and if you have 2 and you can do them at the same time, but you might want to take a little break in between each exercise because it is kind of all connected. Yeah, but I will say, if you are doing push-ups, it's gonna work your front shoulder a little bit. You know, you can do push-ups on an incline or on your knees. If like a full body weight push-up is a little difficult for you, but yeah, doing a push-up will work your front shoulder a little bit. Why doesn't OnlyFans want my money? I don't know. I've been good, Taylor Jade. I hope you've been well. But yeah, cool. So, and basically if you have like a rubber band, basically everything can be done with a rubber band. So like if you need space saving, right? You want to get a little something, maybe you order one rubber band on the internet or whatever. Like this one's hard, but like you can do it like this. You have it hooked under your foot, or maybe you put it under a chair or under your furniture, but like you can go up, you can go out, and then you might be able to do both at the same time. This one's a little harder to do with the band. But yeah, it is an option. They are underrated, but like this one's like, I got this at Rogue when I was in Columbus. This one's like really strong for like a single rubber band. You might be better off with like a different sort of a band. But yeah, I mean, basically you can use anything you have around the house. And I know that you're recovering from an injury, so definitely like your shoulder is a very small group of muscles, comparatively speaking, and especially if you're isolating the different parts. It is, and it's like, I feel like it's like really tough. If I get like one side of it, okay, that's fine, but like trying to do both is like this is hard for me. But yeah, oh yeah, if you have the band, you can just do this for your rear shoulder. What am I thinking? I'm wilding out. But yeah, I mean, you can use a water bottle. You can use a can of soup. You can use like books, but you know, you gotta pinch it. You got some smaller bands from the physiotherapist that they tied together to make longer ones. You haven't had any appointments with them for a while. Since you're technically done. Yeah, mostly looking to do it on your own. Yeah. So, I mean, I would tell you, start light. You know, if you have stretches or exercises that you got from the physio, you can do those. But if you specifically want to like strengthen, you can do stuff like that. And I would say like, don't try to do them every day. You're better off like actually working the muscles and then giving yourself time to recover for the maximum impact, right? So like try to do something that's challenging. If you don't have a weight that's challenging you, like if you only have just like a small can of soup, you can try to do things like very slowly. Right? Try to do things very slowly. If you're standing, usually exercises are a little easier. If you're sitting down, exercises can be a little bit more difficult because you're not accidentally using other parts of your body. Yeah. But basically you just want to like move your arm in the direction that the muscle goes. So if that makes sense. And like I said, so those shoulder exercises I said, also like push-ups, like I said, like you can even just like do them on the table like this. If like that's what gets you feeling something. Yeah. Hopefully that's helpful. If you need like actual video tutorials, just let me know in the Discord, in the fitness channel, and I can, when I have a chance, I can look on YouTube to find you some like better tutorials. Because I showed them, but I didn't really go into a lot of like explanation. So, and also like, I mean, if you're doing something and you're like, I don't know if this is right, you can take a video and send it to me and I can like take a look, give you a little like form check, if that's also helpful. Okay, I did not work out. Any other comments, questions, concerns? The music got really weird, and now I'm getting hungry. You might do that? Yeah. So if you don't, it can be difficult, right? If you are not an athletically inclined person, right? Not used to working out, whatever. Just like, you can either post it like in the Discord, or if you don't feel comfortable with that, send it to me in a DM. Also, help that it's getting warm, we start doing stuff outside. Yeah, for sure. And like, it might be nice, like, especially if you're doing stuff with bands, it might be nice to like take it with you when you go on a walk. And like, you know, you time yourself, okay, I'm gonna walk for like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a set of my exercises, whatever, and then walk again, like kind of like treat it like a circuit or something. It's hard. I mean, this is like, I know you're like making a joke, but like, even things that you might think don't need explanation do not come naturally to most people. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, if you tell somebody to squat, you know, you would think that anybody can just like get up and down, but to do a squat with good body mechanics is more than just like bending your knees, right? So like most people, they're gonna like, you tell somebody to do a bodyweight squat and they do like this, right? You're not getting a lot of benefit out of something like that. And you probably are not using good body mechanics because you're not thinking about it. Whereas like if you were even just body weight, if you were to like really concentrate on your breathing, keeping a neutral back, maybe getting a little bit wider stance, and like squatting down all the way, you're gonna get much more stretch in your glutes. And it might not be like a heavy weight, but it's more taxing on your body in a good way than if you were just like going like this. Do you know what I'm saying? And especially like, I think the most common thing I see from people is their knees. A lot of times people, their knees cave, like whatever they do, they're just not used to forcing their knees out. But forcing your knees out a little bit to track over your foot is like better body mechanics. And it also like works more of your like inner thighs, outer thighs, all that stuff. So like this is like way more effective than just like going like this. You know what I'm saying? Or like picking something up from the floor. Most people, they're just gonna like bend down like this, right? But if you think about it, and you keep your back neutral, you push your hips back, and you really hinge, even just body weight, you're gonna feel a stretch, and it's gonna be a little bit more effective. The way that you have tried to slightly adjust your stance, etc. on bodyweight squats until you feel it way more in your ass. Yeah. So like when you are hinging at the hip more in whatever you're doing, you're gonna engage more of your glutes because you're stretching your muscle. So this is like your muscle at rest. And this is when it's stretched out, when it's working. So like you can like go like this. It's like a different kind of like stimulus. But yeah, slightly adjusting to hinge more at your hip is gonna stretch your ass out more and engage more of your ass. Also better for your lower back. Like instead of like coming down like this, okay, I'm squatting. Nah, bro. Like this, like this. Also like mobility and longevity and like just like getting your body moving as an adult, getting older every single day. But yeah, so it's like, but most people you wouldn't even know. They wouldn't even know. They don't even think about it. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, it's just not something you think about. You know, and most people like, I know I said I was gonna end stream and then I'm going off on a rant. If you don't specifically tell them when you're curling a weight, you tell somebody to curl it, they're usually just gonna go like this, right? Just not gonna think about it. They're just gonna like swing it around up and down and stuff like that. But if you tell them, okay, try to keep your arm, or your upper arm as stationary as possible. What is this? Supinate your hand and stretch your bicep. And when you bring it up, slowly squeeze it. You know, don't just like swing it and let it drop. Bring it up, squeeze it, bring it down slowly and keep it controlled. And don't use your whole body to swing it up and down, because all that momentum means that your muscle isn't working. But, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, that's why people hire personal trainers. That's why you get a form check. That's why you watch tutorials on YouTube, so that you do learn. But I would never shame somebody for not just knowing how to do an exercise in a way that maximizes the gains. Also, I realize I do this thing where I'm like, I don't look at the camera very good. Oh my God, Spenzo, I'm so sorry, but I'm literally about to end stream. I just went on a little rant for no particular reason. So, any other very pressing comments, questions, or concerns before I end the stream? And like I said, I didn't put the right Discord link in the description, but I will update that when I have a chance. You can always come to the Discord. We have an area for fitness. If you have questions, like, it's not just me in the Discord, there's other people that know about fitness. We're happy to chat with you and help you out if you have questions. You know, you have nutrition questions, you have workout questions, you have fitness questions, any of that. So it's okay if you're shy. I totally understand. It's okay if you're shy, but like, if you need some help and you feel comfortable, you can come to the Discord. We can talk it out when I'm not on stream. Also, I want to say once again, my YouTube schedule is changing. I'm changing my streaming days from Thursday to Tuesday. So next week I will be doing the live stream on Tuesday, and my video uploads is changing from Tuesday to Thursday. So I hopefully will have a video to upload to YouTube on Thursday, okay? Live streams on Tuesdays, uploads on Thursdays. So also, if you're in the Discord, there will be announcements in there as well, so when stuff happens. So hopefully that works for everybody, but it's gonna work out a little bit better for me as a person. Ouch. Okay? Okay? Quite all right, cool. So thank you, everybody. Don't forget to be responsible for your own gains. Don't be a dick and control your cock. Don't forget to be responsible for your own gains. Don't be a dick and then control your cock. And I will see you party people next time. Bye.